Hello friends, it's Audrey from Odds and Ends, and I just want to show you the 3 sticker books that I just picked up off of Amazon. They have a list price of $27.99, but this week I was able to get them, and I thought it was a prime sale, but I think it's just they've lowered the prices. These books have been on my wish list for forever, and one of them I got for I think it's $9.99, $9.88, something like that. One I got for $10 and some change, and the other one I got for $11, which sure beats the $27.99 price tag in the US. So they are Victorian stickers, and they're stickers on every other page. As you see at the beginning, that there is a page in between each of them, like Victorian wallpaper style. It's just the back, right, as you can see right here. I guess they can't put stickers on both sides of the sheet, or maybe it'd be too thick, but these are nicely bound hardback books. Yes, there are edges on all the stickers. It is whatever color the background page is, so it's not the stark white. You can fussy cut them, or you can just have them blend in with whatever background you have, but they're wonderful stickers. They're matte. There's no shine to them. Especially nice for those people who hate shiny stickers. And they have everything. They're mostly Victorian, but there's all different cultures in here. There's animals, there's letters, there's scenery. I really like them. I'm not quite sure which one's my favorite. They all have good things. Yeah, if you can't find the sticker you're looking for a theme, if they're not in these 3 books, you're never going to find them. There's everything. There's animals, there's scenes, there's space. This is probably my favorite page in this book. I love medallions. And yeah, they're great. So Amazon doesn't really show you much in these books of what is in there. A few reviewers put a couple pages in there, but obviously they're not going to let you do. There's 300 stickers in each one of these books, I think is what it said. And they're not going to allow someone to put every single one. But you can't stop me here. So I'm going to show you all the pages. I mean, it's just as quick as I can do it without, giving you a headache. But yeah, all different styles. And each one of the books is slightly different. I mean, they're all the same, but they're different. Yeah, you're not going to see any repeats. You do see people, you do see, things like that. But yeah, they're different, and I'm going to enjoy using them. And I can see I'm going to use them quite a bit. Now, did I need these? No. But I did look every day on the Amazon Prime Day sales to see if there's something I needed. And since one of these, the books were on my wish list, I was like, okay, let me go see. And it was marked down. So I assumed it was a Prime sale, but since the prices are still good right now, if these are on your wish list and you like what you see here, go get it before they raise the price back up to list price, because very good price, and they're hardback books, and they're I'll put in the description what size the books are, because they're in the other room. I videotaped this on silent and decided I was going to do a voiceover because there's sports in the background, and then I didn't want to mute the TV because everyone was watching it, so I'm like, okay, I'll just do the flip through and I'll talk through it afterwards. Everybody could use a letter and a picture, so that's the back. They're not like textbook size, but they're bigger than 5x7s, so I'll have to take a measurement of them. And I think this one might be my favorite. I'm going to flip through from the back. Easier to do that way, because they are a handful. They're not a tiny book. I was shocked because I ordered them all at the same time, and obviously two came from one warehouse and one came from the other. And I was expecting you know, come in one of those bubble mailers, but they came in real boxes. I'm like, real boxes? What did I order that came in a real box? I'm so used to stickers and sticker books that come in those bubble mailers. But yes, I 3 books for $30. Excellent. Do you need all 3 of them? No. But if you're like me and you can't decide, then $30 is more than a fair price for these 3 books. And I do like the letters, especially the big fancy letters, especially when I'm doing the ABC challenge and I can put the letter on there. And then there's other days that you also have other prompts or and the characters that are on the pages, some of them, yeah, okay, they like there was a trumpet on the T page. That was fine. But some of the pages, it makes absolutely no sense. The B page had a cat. And I'm like, that's not a bobcat. That was just a regular house cat. So why is it on the, B page? But who knows? I didn't edit this book. I didn't put it together. So I guess I could probably find a reason. Maybe they thought it was a bobcat, but you don't put a bow. Or maybe it was the bow that was around the cat's neck. Maybe that's why it was on there. I don't know. Because I don't know anybody who's going to put a bow around a bobcat's neck. So I just saw a nest on the end. Yeah, I'm flipping through it a little too fast to have a logical explanation on some of these. But I do like the matte on here. I have plenty of shiny stickers. I don't have a whole lot of matte. I have some vellum and I have some washi. But as stickers go, most of mine have some shine to them. So these are nice. And I like that I can just put them on my bookshelf and they're nice, pretty books. And I can, thumb through it and try to find what I'm looking for. My husband's like, they're too pretty. You're not going to want to use them. I'll use them. I even like the back sides of the ones that they aren't stickers. I'm sure I will use those when all the stickers on the pages are done. So that was book 2, and this is going to be book 3. I think this is the one that I originally wanted. I'll go through a little bit faster because these are just letters right here. You've seen some letters, you've seen them all, but I like the patterns there. And I always like sea creature, animals, and birds. I can never have too many of those. And most of my sea creatures I used in my mermaid journal. So I'm running low of those anyway. And yeah, animals are always a good thing. I don't remember which one it is now, looking through here. But some of the, might be this one. Some of the female characters in here are very masculine. But back in Victorian days, remember when you'd read the books that they'd be doing plays and there weren't a whole lot of female actresses on stage, and so the men would take, the female roles. And I think some of these stickers are men, in female roles. Good. I'm like a ballerina in here. Most masculine ballerina I have ever seen in my entire life. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but not exactly what I was expecting in a sticker book. So I hope you enjoyed this flip through. So I like seeing other people's flip throughs to see if I really want something. And I really like when they show the cover of the book, so I know exactly what I'm looking for. So thank you for watching, and I know it's a kind of long flip through, but I didn't want to do them one at a time because you'd forget what the other one looked like. So have a wonderful weekend. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. It's Audrey from Odds and Ends.